The energy is shifting. Cancer season 2025 has officially begun, and this one won't go unnoticed. Because this year, Jupiter has entered Cancer, amplifying everything. Your emotions, your relationships, your past wounds, and even your hopes for the future. But this isn't just about feeling more sensitive. It's about karmic cycles surfacing, decisions you can't avoid anymore, and opportunities disguised as emotional triggers. In the coming weeks, the way you handle your emotional world may completely redefine your direction. Family patterns, childhood wounds, long-buried memories may all rise to the surface. And with major aspects involving Saturn and Neptune, the line between truth and illusion gets thinner. Some will find clarity, others may fall deeper into confusion. But once you understand what's driving these transits, everything shifts. You can use this energy as a massive reset point. In this video, we'll break down every key transit you need to know for Cancer season 2025. The dates, the emotional traps, the karmic tests, and most importantly, how to navigate it with clarity. Stay with me, because what you're about to learn may shift how you move through the weeks ahead. Chapter 1. The core energy of Cancer season 2025. At the heart of Cancer season is emotion. Cancer is ruled by the moon, the part of you that holds memory, safety, vulnerability, and emotional security. During this season, emotions don't sit quietly in the background. They rise to the center, shaping your choices, your reactions, and your relationships. But this year, the depth intensifies. With Jupiter entering Cancer, your emotional world expands. Old patterns resurface, especially those tied to family and childhood. You may revisit situations you thought were behind you, not to punish you, but to offer one more chance for deep healing. Cancer asks a simple but powerful question. Where do you feel truly safe, emotionally? If your sense of safety has depended on external things, people, careers, recognition, this season may reveal where those foundations are fragile. But it also offers a rare opportunity to build inner security, rooted in self-trust, emotional honesty, and authentic self-care. Cancer season 2025 is an emotional reset, a chance to release outdated patterns and create new agreements with yourself. Chapter 2. Key planetary movements. Now, let's break down the major transits shaping this Cancer season. First, Jupiter has entered Cancer as of June 9th, and it's not a brief visit. It will influence us for an entire year ahead. Jupiter expands everything it touches. In Cancer, that means your emotional life, family dynamics, your sense of belonging, and your need for safety. You may feel an urge to protect what matters most, to nurture others, or finally, nurture yourself in ways long overdue. But expansion isn't always easy. Jupiter magnifies both the positive and the unresolved. Old emotional wounds, family dynamics, insecurities you thought were buried may rise again, not to overwhelm you, but to guide your growth. At the same time, Mercury enters Cancer from June 8th to June 26th. Your mind and emotions merge. Conversations become more personal, more vulnerable, sometimes unexpectedly emotional. You may say things you've held back for years, speak truths long avoided, or finally engage in conversations your heart's been carrying. While uncomfortable, this is where true healing happens. When you speak honestly, allow yourself to be heard, and listen without defense. Together, Jupiter and Mercury set the emotional tone for the weeks ahead. A period where emotional honesty isn't just helpful, it's essential for growth. Chapter 3. New Moon in Cancer, June 25th, 2025. The most powerful reset point of this Cancer season arrives on June 25th. The new moon in Cancer. New moons always mark beginnings, but in Cancer, these beginnings are deeply personal. It's a chance to plant new emotional seeds, to redefine what safety means for you, and to release outdated emotional patterns that have kept you stuck. But this isn't just any new moon, because while it unfolds, Jupiter sits in Cancer, amplifying the emotional intensity even more. And at the same time, it forms tense aspects with Saturn and Neptune. This creates inner tension. Jupiter encourages expansion, hope, emotional growth. Saturn demands structure, boundaries, responsibility. Neptune blurs the lines, tempting you with fantasy, illusion, or false hope. Chapter 4. Full Moon in Capricorn, July 10th, 2025. 2 weeks after the emotional reset of the new moon, we arrive at the full moon in Capricorn on July 10th. If Cancer is about emotions and protection, Capricorn is about responsibility, discipline, and long-term structure. Under this full moon, emotions that have been building reach a peak. But this isn't just sensitivity. It's serious reflection, a moment to take full ownership of your choices, habits, and the reality you've shaped. The past resurfaces, not to feel it again, but to finally resolve it. This is karmic energy in motion. The patterns you've repeated, the responsibilities you've postponed, the consequences you've sidestepped, all come into focus now. But this is not punishment. Capricorn's energy pushes you to build something lasting, to translate emotional growth into real-world decisions. And with Mars in Virgo forming a supportive trine to this full moon, you'll have the precision and focus to take grounded action, to make clear choices, set practical goals, and move forward with confidence. This full moon asks one essential question. Are you willing to turn emotional awareness into real, lasting change? If your answer is yes, this can become one of the most productive and empowering moments of the entire year. Chapter 5. The Tensions. Jupiter squares Saturn and Neptune. Behind all of this sits one of the most defining energetic patterns of Cancer season 2025. Jupiter squaring both Saturn and Neptune. These squares quietly shape everything you experience during this season, because they create constant tension between what you desire and what's real. Jupiter square Saturn tests your optimism against responsibility. You may feel ready to grow, take risks, or leap into emotional changes. But Saturn keeps asking, is this sustainable? Is this grounded? Are you fully prepared for what you're reaching for? At the same time, Jupiter square Neptune brings a different challenge. Illusions, unrealistic expectations, emotional fog, and spiritual bypassing may cloud your vision. You may convince yourself that something is divinely aligned, when in truth, it may be avoiding uncomfortable realities. This is where many get trapped, trusting what they want to believe, ignoring warning signs, escaping into fantasy instead of doing the necessary work. But if you remain conscious of these dynamics, these squares become powerful teachers. They force you to balance hope with wisdom, to stay spiritually open, yet fully anchored in truth. This is the fine line of Cancer season 2025. Dream, but stay grounded. Feel, but stay honest. expand, but stay accountable. Chapter 6. Guidance for you. Cancer season 2025 isn't casual. It's deep, emotional, karmic, and potentially life-changing. But if you approach it with awareness, this can become one of your most powerful healing cycles yet. Here's how to navigate it. First, honor your emotions without drowning in them. Feel everything, but don't allow temporary emotions to drive permanent decisions. Pause, observe, respond with clarity. Second, be fully honest with yourself. Where have you been avoiding responsibility? Where have you been hoping things will fix themselves? This season demands ownership of your patterns. Third, set strong emotional boundaries. You are not responsible for fixing others. Protect your energy, especially when old family roles or guilt try to pull you back into places you've outgrown. Fourth, stay grounded when emotions escalate. With Neptune's influence, wishful thinking and spiritual escapism may tempt you. Grounding practices help. Journaling, meditation, routines, anything that centers your nervous system. And finally, use this season as a reset. Under the new moon, plant intentions for true emotional stability. Under the full moon, take action. Close old cycles and anchor your growth into lasting changes. If this breakdown resonates with what you're already feeling, leave a comment below and share how this Cancer season is showing up for you. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates like this, because what's coming next may shift your entire year even further. Stay grounded, stay honest, and trust the process.